What is this? Is this a episode 151? Dorktown, and we have
Hi, welcome.
Mike C is the host.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm producer Becky, and tonight we have Michael Banty. Michael Banty, come on down.
I want. From weirdfresno.com.
Howdy.
So wait, which one's Bob Barker and which one's the model he sexually harassed? I'm just curious.
That Bells is Bob Barker.
That makes sense.
And I'm the model that Bells harassed.
Yep.
I'm the guy with the
I got all my money.
Oh, you're Rick Rowd. Wait, was it Rowdy?
Rowdy, yeah.
Yeah.
The announcer, Becky. You're
I
a
don't
huge...
remember.
He's
back
dead,
in the day,
though.
Price is Right
I
fan.
was.
Becky, one time, I got her tickets in our dating time, where, you're more motivated to be more romantic. She was at that time, she was a big Price is Right fan.
You're just hoping to get sex.
Yeah, get the sex. And so I got tickets for Price is Right.
Are burning.
I got it sent to me and everything, and so she came. This is when she was in Marin, and she came down in Fresno and to stay the night before we left, and we went to the Dollar and started drinking.
That's what you do.
And she started drinking dollar floats,
Silver dollar.
and by the end of the night, she's like, "I don't want to go down there. Fuck it, let's just stay in town."
I was having dollar floats. Dollar floats are like root beer schnapps and cream and vodka and something else, but it's
Death.
really good. Yeah.
It's really good.
Pretty much. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I haven't
It's
been to
a
the Dollar
great
in a
drunk
long
high,
time.
but then-
Same here.
I'm not allowed to be there anymore. Long story.
Are you get kicked out now?
Pretty much.
What
It's
did you do in there, Michael?
I can't say. It involved a Raider game.
Were you one of the people that shot up the place?
No. Yeah,
Did you bring your gat?
I thought I was playing Grand Theft Auto again. My bad.
Yeah, I've had those days.
Never go during a Raider game.
Yep.
Raider games
The
are just...
Dollar used to actually allow Raider games.
They stopped. They stopped.
I was going to say, a lot of bars
Yeah,
don't
they
allow
stopped.
Raider games around here. Just because
They suck.
trouble?
Oh, yeah,
No,
that
because
too,
of
yeah.
Raider.
I'm not sure if World Sports Cafe does it or not.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
They might do like a section.
Well, but World
Raiders
Sports is
and-
in North Fresno. Nobody in North Fresno is a Raiders fan.
It's
so.
like every Raider game is televised on
No, you'd be
regular
surprised.
TV.
I see a lot of Raider stickers on that
There's
side
a
of town.
lot of Raiders fans in Fresno.
California's covered in Raiders. The Rams have
Part
moved
of
back.
California
It's
coverage.
Niners
They're
or
all Raider
Raiders.
fans.
Niners or Raiders.
Or Chargers.
The Rams are... no. Barely. San Diego barely cares. The Rams would come back to L.A.
Or
Yeah.
the Rams. A lot of people like the Rams because they used to be LA.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And they're awesome.
Hey, maybe the Jads will move here.
The Jags, and then we could call them the L.A. Rams, and then the St. Louis Rams could stay there and be called the St. Louis Rams.
I grew up with,
The new LA Rams.
I grew up with my family liking the New York Giants. And that's what I had.
And that's your sports report from Dorktown.
Hey. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, but the Dodgers lost today, so there's that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I can't say anything that he's lost again.
Hey, at least
to
they
the
did better
Tigers
than
again.
my Giants did this year.
The fucking Tigers again. Anyway, we're gonna spiral here. So,
Yeah.
it's October.
Wait,
It's all Halloween and shit.
It's all Halloween.
feeling-
fucking Halloween
Fall, we're feeling harvesty. It's
podcast.
I'm actually wearing my costume right now.
Dark
You guys
and
can't see it, though.
We'll put it on Instagram.
Pretty
at
awesome,
Dorktown.
man.
It's getting dark and spooky at night.
Fucking monsters and shit.
Right, everyone's
It's
got their own
cold. You want to
agenda.
cuddle with... Oh, wait, never mind. Wrong podcast. My bad.
But Michael, if you don't remember the last time Michael was on Dorktown, runs a weirdfresno.com, which describe what you deal with on that site. It's not just Fresno.
No, it started off as Fresno, but it kind of encompasses everything from Merced County down to probably what is Bakersfield, Kern County. That, and then like as far west as pretty much the coastal mountains all the way up east to the Sierra Mountains. Basically anything weird in the Central Valley, I've blogged about it. From ghost stories, Bigfoot sightings, UFO sightings. Anything weird is pretty much is on my side. Chupacabra, yeah, which is pretty much a dog with no hair. But
A hairless dog.
Yeah,
Okay,
hairless
can I
dog.
stop you for a second?
No.
The one that was just come out recently, where it looks all like alien,
Somewhere in the East Coast.
and
or
it's all like it
Northeast.
has like teeth, and it was dead, and she had it like tested, and it had no like matchable DNA.
I didn't see this.
You haven't seen that? It's crazy, and the
No.
thing's fucking crazy looking.
I wonder
It's still
Like a possum?
It still but it looked. If it's the one I'm thinking about, it did look like that kind of like careless dog that people.
But it had like
call
a
a chupacabra.
It had like pig snort, pig snout.
Wait, was it found in New York? Because I remember a story a couple years ago of something.
No, it was like down south somewhere.
Okay.
And then it had like the.
Was it a sharkadile?
Ghost shark.
Oh, is that Sci-Fi's latest movie?
No, that's an old
Sharkadile?
one. That's an old one.
Oh, is it?
It had like huge canines.
Octoshark.
A
Sharktopus.
shark with
Sharktopus.
tentacles.
There you go. Sharktopus.
That was my favorite.
Fucking shark head. Octopus pussy.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Is that a Skinamax movie or
I
a
think
Sci-Fi
I
Network
think I
movie?
rented that one once when I was still in. Well, never mind.
So what? I noticed the past things you've written about were UFOs in the Central Valley.
Yeah, that was the latest one. Every so often, like there's a website that's called the National UFO Reporting Center. You can actually go to it, report what you've seen, and then they'll organize it by state and by sightings and stuff like that. So every so often, I'll go kind of peruse it, looking for local sightings, and I'll actually put them on the website, hoping people have actually seen something they can actually relate to it. One that I thought was interesting, though, was a couple people in Merced saw this shining object floating. Well, it turns out Doodle was testing their wireless internet through the balloons. It was that. They actually reported that people were seeing the balloon. They should have told us first off that they were actually testing here, but they weren't. So and I actually got a couple emails too, saying, "Oh, we saw this really weird shiny silvery thing." Actually, one was shot over, I want to say downtown Fresno, maybe.
Well, I saw something today that I just assumed it was like a bunch of what's it, Mylar balloons?
Yeah.
I assumed it was just that.
Which
but
is probably what it was.
Maybe it was a goose.
I'd start shooting at it.
Yeah, me too.
It was but it was way up. They were way up there.
Oh, I'd fucking empty my clip out.
Bullets travel.
I'll
take this.
Lights on them, or are they just talking
No-
about
no
reflecting? Okay.
Yeah,
So
no, I mean it
probably
was just
reflecting something.
yeah. Like, the video that I saw, I mean, it looked like a balloon. It was just reflecting the sunlight. People are like, oh, it's a UFO. It's a UFO. Well, yeah, if you don't know what it is, but it's not an alien craft because I think they have better things to do than fly over Fresno.
But then just hover around.
I mean, if I was a
float.
UFO, I would actually be buzzing the capital cities of every country just to fuck with them.
That would be something.
Well,
Let's fuck with them.
And
They can't
actually,
catch us.
DC had a huge mass sighting in the 60s. There's actually photos of UFOs around the Capitol building. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, and
I
it was
don't
like
ever seen
it was
those.
all look. It's I can't remember what the actual term, the name of it was, but just looked up like DC flap. Flap is like a term when there's like a large amount of UFO sightings within a given period. I mean, there was like radar evidence. There was eyewitness. Even like government officials were seeing it and were like, "What the hell's going on?" It was crazy.
I wonder. I'm surprised Fact or Faked hasn't dealt with that.
I hate that show. Don't get
I
me
don't.
started.
Did they cancel that show? Because it hasn't been back for a
I hope
long
so.
time. I think they must have canceled it.
When they kind of doctored their, did you see the show they shot in Fresno?
Yeah, the one with the Nightcrawler.
Yeah, which
guys.
that video, I don't know what the fuck
they
that
couldn't.
was.
They couldn't figure
No.
it out.
But
And
what-
they usually debunk everything.
Yeah. What bothers me though, well, for one thing, they contacted me, wanted me to actually research for free. Well, I don't work for free, but
Bitches.
yeah.
If
I even
you're a
said,
major
like,
network, you can't like throw down something.
I said, you know what? I'll even waive like the common fee or the standard fee. Put my name and my site on the credits. Just give me some credit. That's all I ask for. Oh, well, we can't do that. Well, I can't work for you then.
You can't just do this. shit
Yeah.
for free.
Well, what bothers me, like, if you saw the show, they go to the guy's house where the video was shot. Well, that's in Southeast Fresno. Mm-hmm. They then claim to go to a park nearby and get all this really weird stuff going on. That was fucking Woodward Park.
Yeah. It was
And
like
everybody here in
completely
Fresno knew
opposite
it.
side of the town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody here knows where it's at, but everybody's like, "Oh my god, they found all this weird stuff." I actually called the producer and was like, "What the hell is going on?" Of course, it went to voicemail. I left a not so nice voicemail, and they never got back to me. But yeah, I think it's off the air. I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
It's very fake. Their conversations are very fake.
Oh yeah.
you know?
Well,
What?
that's really frustrating when they
It's
do
now.
it's
reality
scripted.
shows. They do everything so scripted. It's like you don't have to do the scripted part. Like just
don't watch
be
it.
natural. Well, it doesn't watch anything.
Well, if it's
It watches
Joseph
like 2 shows.
Yep.
well, if you're Joseph Ventures, you just run around screaming, "Show yourself! Show yourself!" and wear a shirt
Show
that's
yourself, Ghost. Come on.
Come on, Ghost.
Come on,
Come on,
prove
bro.
yourself, bro.
Screw
Come on.
you,
And then,
man.
of course, you have to
You
wear a
can't
shirt
take
that's
me down.
Oh yeah.
you have to wear a shirt that's 2 sizes
Really,
too small.
really tight shirt.
Yeah, which is why I
Bro.
can't do on TV.
I had to
Look at
stop
my
watching
muscles.
him. I couldn't take him anymore. I read his book, and then I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Yes, I did read the
I mean,
book.
he even admits it's a character he created for TV, but it's
Yeah.
reality, quote unquote, TV. Yeah.
I think his interactions that he talks about in his book are very dramatized. I don't believe him.
The one thing I liked about that show is they actually research the history of the place before they go to it. And that's actually done by one of my favorite writers, Jeff Bellinger. He writes a lot of good stuff. But once they go on lockdown or whatever the hell it's called, I turn the channel. This show gets on my nerves way too
So
much.
you like the pre.
Yeah. I mean, I've always liked the story. So that's why I stopped investigating, because nobody really cared anymore about the story.
So the Clovis Manor is going to be closing. How do you think about
The famous,
torn down? What do you
supposedly haunted Clovis Manor.
feel anything about that?
Oh,
You think it's like-
boy.
Clovis.
Let's see. Can I not be controversial on this one? I've been there. It is haunted. I've actually been touched. I've seen shadow figures. I've heard footsteps. There is stuff there. I do believe it's not as haunted as the owner claims it to be. He claims it to be the most haunted place in California. That would be either the USS Hornet up in Alameda or the Whaley House down in San Diego. Those two are actually the state acknowledges the Whaley House as an actual haunted house.
Yeah, I've seen things
And
in
it's-
the Whaley House.
Yeah. Oh, so you've been there? Okay.
No, I have
Oh,
not been
but
there.
you've seen
but I've seen
shows,
things
yeah.
on TV.
And the Hornet is just crazily haunted. But
Yeah.
Wolf Manor, yeah, it's haunted, but it's not a hellmouth like on Buffy or something. It's
He's just trying to make it that way because it was a mental hospital,
Right.
Or what?
it was a mental
like an
asylum.
asylum, yeah.
Yeah, asylum. Yeah. At which a lot of bad things did happen there. I've actually talked to people who worked there, and they can verify that.
Butt sex.
Butt sex, yeah, a lot of butt
Crazy
sex.
fucking
bad
butt
butt
sex.
Yeah,
sex.
and like
Bad butt
yeah,
sex.
really bad butt sex.
Yeah.
But just
Painful.
Painful.
Butt sex.
people seeing demons there. It's all hype, and like I don't understand what's like. When I went there 5 years ago, he was talking about building a hotel in the back, a 2-story hotel with making the front a haunted bed and breakfast. Never happened.
You
But
should make it a restaurant, a 2-story.
It sounds like he has no money to do
I don't
anything.
think so. I don't think it's zoned for that though. That's the problem. And City of Clovis is. And I've been working with City of Clovis with my job, so I know how hard they are to work with.
Clovis.
They
What?
Right there. You
Clovis?
see that hat? It says I heart Clovis.
That is an ironic
That's it.
hat.
I think Clovis has always been against him because of the haunted house attraction. But honestly, nobody really knew it was haunted till after the haunted house attraction
Can't
closed.
shoot ghosts.
Exactly.
Hey, you got a
man.
permit to shoot ghosts in here?
You can't shoot ghosts in
So,
Clovis.
what do you think
Nice.
happens to spirits when like a property is torn down?
Oh, they still stay.
So,
I mean, I've heard stories of somebody's new house, not even 6 months old, being haunted, and they actually researched about the history of the property.
Poltergeist is about that, yeah.
Well, this one wasn't as crazy as that one. It turns out, like, I forgot who it was. I think it was like somewhere down south. Just crazy, like, well, they were seeing like a little girl walking around, stuff was flying off the shelves, typical haunted house stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they were in a subdivision. Well, they researched the history of the land. Turns out it was actually farmland that was sold off and then divided up. Turns out where they were at was like where the barn used to be at. And the
Okay.
little girl actually fell from the rafters, broke her neck, and died.
That's awful.
And she haunted the farmland. Well, obviously, everything got torn down. She didn't know that. She's still haunting. It just happened to be where their house is at. So I don't know if I actually saw it. I think I saw it. I was up in the foothills investing in a house, and they were probably maybe like 200 acres, but it was all like it was kind of near Oakhurst, so it was like real rocky, and like you had all the oats and all that. Basically it was Indian land. It used to be. And I swear I saw an Indian staring at me out of the corner of my eye. But as soon as I turned to look, it was dark.
Yeah.
Did you litter? Because he would,
You're making it cry.
a tear would be going down his eye right now.
Actually, it was a she, so she's probably checking me
Oh,
out.
she'd still be crying.
It's more than likely she's checking
Well, no,
me out.
well, no, she'd be crying if I dropped my pants.
Hey-oo.
But I think just because something's torn down, they're not going to leave. I mean,
Yeah.
Because I've heard stories from people that live behind Wolf Manor of they would see people walking through their yards, walking through the fence. I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
it's obviously probably coming from the house, but
Like it used to be an
like
entrance or exit
or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like I think they still.
Well, I believe they follow you too. My grandmother, we had something like in an old house in New Jersey that would open and close cabinets all the time, and my grandma saw it there. Apparently, I found out later in life, and then I saw it in her apartment in California,
Oh hell no!
and I heard them opening and closing cabinets every night, and then I saw it. So, same thing that she
Yeah.
described. So,
Well, I know certain families are haunted. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
common, or sometimes an actual item will be haunted, not the house.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's
depends.
possible. Yeah.
Vibrator.
Trippy, bro. Vibrator. Haunted vibrator.
Yeah, my mom
Just turns
said,
on randomly in the dresser.
My mom said,
There's no batteries in this.
my mom. I have to believe my mom, but my mom said she went down one night and she saw like cabinets opening and closing when we lived in New Jersey. There's this old house that we lived in Newark, New Jersey.
was it the Jersey Devil?
Not Newark. Newton, New Jersey, huh?
Was it the Jersey Devil?
No.
Oh damn! I love the Jersey Devil.
Hucky.
No, you know the story behind the Jersey Devil, right?
No.
You don't know that?
Well, I'm sure there was something.
There was
yeah.
an actually like a woman gave birth during like the 17 or 1800s, can't remember when, but the child was so ugly and disformed, she basically denounced it to Satan, and it kind of like grew wings and just took off and flew away. And it's like I think there's like so many different stories, but it's an actual story that the hockey team came from the Jersey Devil, which is like kind of like their state
there is something.
their state crypto
knows?
mascot.
They're
If your
chupacabra.
mom
They're
denounces
chupacabra.
you, they're chupacabra.
But there's like a bunch of different stories. But basically, this woman gave birth to this ugly baby, and it turned into the devil and flew off.
No, it's not my story. Okay, that's no. Stop you from going to that joke.
I don't think. What?
It made sense to me.
Sorry.
So recently, you sent me some files of possible things you heard on an investigation in Porterville.
I hope they play. I mean, I heard
Yeah,
it on
we'll
my
see.
computer, but
Let's see if we can hear that. Describe what we might hear.
Okay.
First, the baby crying.
Yeah.
First one.
brief bat story. I'll be quick.
Okay.
I was in actually an old house in Porterville called the Zalud House. It was built late 1800s by the Zalud family, hence the name Zalud House. The family owned it until 1975, something around there.
It's a good year.
Last member passed away. They gave it to the city. Now it's a museum. The cool thing is everything in the house is original, was owned by the family. Like if you go to the Mute's home, Kearney Mansion, they brought stuff in. This place, it's all owned by the family.
That's right.
And the mom's seen there. One of the daughters is basically the entire family's pretty much seen there. So I went with a group of people to investigate it. I'd never been there. So we're up in the back room, and we're doing like an EVP session. We're asking questions, we're recording it, trying to get a response. Nothing's really going on. I'm looking out down towards the hallway, towards the front bedroom, and I see this light going on all of a sudden. And I'm like, what the hell? So I go check it out. It's one of those old antique lamps. You know, you have basically like turn a knob on the neck of the lamp and actually like do almost like a full turn. It's one of those old ones. So it wasn't like you just turn on by itself. So we go in there, excuse me, and we start doing the EVP sessions, and we actually play it back there, and I basically hear on mine what you're going to play in a second of what's like a baby crying. And then after that, like you'll play two of the baby crying, and then after that, I was doing another one, and I was probably like up near the wall by myself, but the nearest person was about 5 feet from me. But as you hear someone talk, I can't remember if I was talking or someone was talking, you hear this loud thump thump, and there was no one near me, so someone was trying to get my attention, I think.
All right, let's hear. I couldn't hear with the iPhone speaker, so I want to see if I can hear it with the headphones.
It's near the end.
And I'll bring it up here in a second.
I hope this
Well, I'll
works.
just
Does this sound almost like the Bigfoot one? That sounds like
yeah, the Asian Bigfoot.
the Asian
Yeah,
Bigfoot guy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You know, it's like a moldy smell. This house doesn't have that. You hear that at the end, but it's I
No,
barely heard
no,
it.
that is that the girl that's
It
next
was,
to you? No, because I heard something before that. the girl says, like right at the end.
Okay, try that again. Just
Like there's something right before she says it.
this is good radio.
Turn it up.
Oh, yeah. We're going to try it again.
I should tweet out the
No, that's good.
It's like a moldy smell. This house doesn't have that.
Yeah, I hear it.
I don't know
Right
if it's
before the.
Yeah, and it wasn't like the door was open. The door's already fully open. I don't know. It sounded like a baby to me. At least there was something, but
Or creaking the door, maybe creaking?
it happened twice though.
Okay.
I didn't hear
Let's
it.
So,
hear the other one.
It's really hard to hear. I know
It's
it's
right
real
at
faint.
the end, right before
hear
that.
the,
It's right before that.
Yeah.
But let's hear the second one now. Second file we have.
Worked the ranch. He did quite a bit.
There.
That one's a better one.
Yeah, I hear it right at the end
Right at-
again. That little. There's two creaks.
And we were sitting, so nobody was walking around at the time.
There's nobody walking. All right, let's do the thud one.
Maybe like a bunch of girlfriends at once, or a bunch of girlfriends like consecutively.
I guess that back
Oh,
That, yeah,
yeah, that's obvious.
yeah.
And that's not. That was just.
I even tried slamming my hand down the floor, and we were trying everything. Nothing sounded like that. Like people got up and walked around, stomped around, nothing. I slammed my hand,
Like a bunch
nothing.
of girlfriends at once. Or a bunch of girlfriends like consecutively.
I guess that back then too.
Because what I was doing.
Did
at
you
the
hear
time-
that then?
Did you drop something?
Yeah, actually, I heard it right next to me. I actually physically heard it.
Mm-hmm.
The story behind it was at the time we were actually talking about the son, and he was notorious having a bunch of girlfriends, like all at the same time. So I don't know if he was trying to get my attention or something, but yeah,
He was all, yeah, I had all those girlfriends.
Fuck them all. Now I'm here to haunt your ass.
he didn't follow me home and made me
Why are you
his
talking
bitch.
about me?
So what? I think we did the last time we were here. We went over like the most haunted place in Fresno is, but
think so,
like
yeah.
Walmart. It's
remind us
Walmart.
it's Walmart.
Actually, have you been in the new one over in Herndon and Fowler? Dear God.
Yes.
Don't ever go into Walmart.
No.
I haven't been in a Walmart in about 10 years.
Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
haunted?
Mike hates it.
I hate Walmart
It's
with a passion.
it's haunted with white trash.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, that's hilarious. My wife went there today and said it was dead, and she's like, "Why is there no one here?" And they said because
Fair.
the EBT machine went down.
Yeah. That's funny because
It was fucking dead. She's like, "It was great. I walked in. There's no one there. Got what I needed and left."
That's funny because I went to
And
get
word
my-
got around town. EBT machines down at Walmart, Clovis.
Well, it's also the fair too, but yeah, that's
Yeah, the
fucking
fair.
funny.
The fair kills.
That's awesome.
retail.
The EBT machine went down, so yeah, for whole of California and like 5 other states, it went down.
Did it?
Yeah.
Wow, I
Because
didn't know that.
I was doing some shopping
That's
today,
food-
and every place
food
said
stamps, yeah.
EBT down, EBT
Yeah, I
down. I
know
was
it
like,
is.
oh, the poor crackheads.
That's hilarious. Yeah, double with Fresno from the fairs in town, and then the EBT down. That's nobody's shopping in
I have
Fresno.
somebody who works for me that doesn't need them, and she sells them for half the price, so she makes money off of it. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna delete that section out because that's just.
Is that illegal? I don't have to report it.
All right.
Awkward silence. What do-
Yes,
There it is.
got one.
What do we do?
Awkward silence.
There we go.
Dorktown exclusive.
So last week,
Wells has something.
I took my daughter to Barnes and Noble, and I don't know if you guys were aware that last week was all of Barnes and Nobles throughout the nation had a National Star Wars Read-Off Day.
I didn't know that.
So
Other efforts.
they had
What?
Star Wars stories being read, and all the Star Wars characters came out,
Mike's like, why didn't you tell me?
formed a circle
What?
with full-on Vader with
And
like
the Fresno Barnes and Noble?
yeah,
The fuck?
the hell?
Vader was there.
Not one person even knew about this.
Did they beat the shit out of Jar Jar? Please tell me they
most
did.
of the stormtroopers were there. One of the Imperial Guards is there.
Most of the stormtroopers.
Most
were
of them.
there.
Young,
Like,
That is a
like
big
they all got
statement.
names. I
Well,
mean,
the
the
different kinds.
clone troopers do, but
like there's like the pilot stormtrooper.
Oh, okay.
There's the
Different
Yeah.
stormtroopers.
I get
Those were
Those.
Imperial pilots. but
yes,
yeah.
I got you.
There's a fucking what sand person
Yeah.
Looked awesome, man. They used all the props from the movies.
Nice.
Anyway,
God damn it! I wish I had gone.
Yeah, no kidding.
That
they had
would've been really
giveaways.
fun.
They had raffled it off. My
they
daughter
did.
won her first Princess Leia,
Good for
Figure.
her.
That's cool.
Good for
Figure?
her.
That's cool.
her first Star Wars figure is a
wow.
Princess Leia.
That's a nice.
So I got some
Solid
Star Wars
figure.
trivia here for you guys.
Okay, bring it on, because I'm not gonna get it.
There's 40 questions.
I'm afraid
Some of them are pretty easy,
I'm
but some
afraid
of
of this
some of
because
them might catch
I
you
might
off
look
guard.
stupid. I'm going to ruin
At
my
least
rep.
prequel questions, as I've never seen the
I'm going to
prequels.
ruin my rep. You haven't seen the prequels?
I actually, do you see the movie in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Yeah.
I had that done with the prequels.
Nice. Good job.
I do actually remember Obi-Wan fighting Anakin, but that was it.
All right.
That was the one memory you told them to save.
Well,
Go on, Bells.
that
Here we go.
I hate sand. Anyway, sorry, man.
So here's the number one question. What was the name of the planet Luke Skywalker grew up on?
Tatooine.
Dan? Oh,
Tatooine.
is that your final answer?
Yeah.
But he was born in that asteroid.
That's my funny
so.
answer.
Darth Vader used to be a Jedi Knight named. Go, just answer the fucking question. Don't take your time.
Anakin.
You know. Okay, Anakin what?
Anakin
Skywalker.
Skywalker.
Okay. How old was Yoda?
Oh, God.
I think like 200 something.
No, he was like 700 or 900, wasn't he?
There's
Yeah, he's
eight-
up
800, 700, 900, or 1,000 years?
I say 800.
He was like 900.
Final
It's-
answer?
Yeah, I'll say 900 as well.
900 is correct.
All right.
Yeah, nice.
Chewbacca was what kind of an alien?
Every one. What do you?
He's
A
Wookiee.
Wookiee.
Okay.
We all
Princess
know that.
Leia placed what vital information into R2-D2's memory banks?
That haunted vibrator we were talking about earlier.
Correct.
Obi-Wan, you are my
The
only
plans, the Death Star, the to blow up the Death Star, how to blow up the Death Star.
hope. You are my
Essentially.
only hope.
The one weakness the Death Star had.
Okay.
You
You're
know, she
getting,
Nick-
kind of looks like
Exhaust
Leia with the headphones in her head right now. She kind of looks like Leia. See?
Yeah,
there you
nice.
go.
Wrap the hair around.
there you go.
Ow.
Worst radio thing you can talk about.
We could do
something.
that some night.
What?
Oh,
No.
hey-o. You just made the
Edit.
other half of the table really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm leaving now. I've done my business.
I'm going to hang out a little bit
People.
longer. What planet did Queen Amidala rule?
What?
What planet did Queen Amidala
Amidala
rule?
rule.
Naboo.
Nice. So you're getting a little more serious now.
Yes, I'm correct.
Yes, he's correct.
I'm 36 and see.
I'm his second source.
I'm 36 and single. Of course, I'm correct.
What was the name of Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Master?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Wrong. Yoda.
Well, Yoda too, but
Yoda's master of everything.
Okay. All right. What was the name of Solo's starship?
Jesus. Jesus ship.
Yes.
The Millennium Jesus.
What was the name of the cyborg leader of the Separatist army during the Clone Wars?
General Grievous.
There you go.
C-3PO was fluent in over how many forms of communication?
6 million.
How did Han Solo owe credit to? Or who? Who did he owe credit to?
Jabba the Hutt.
Who was Anakin Skywalker's Padawan? Ooh.
Oh, I didn't watch the Clone
Oh
Wars.
no,
yeah.
that's
That's Clone Wars cartoon. We don't count
yeah,
that. No.
Yeah,
that's
we're
cool.
going-
No,
we just went
that's
there.
Ahsoka.
See, I don't know that.
Ahsoka.
So does he kill her or something? Because
No,
How do you
no,
know
they
that?
because they didn't finish her storyline,
Yeah.
and everybody was pissed that her storyline isn't finished.
So they just let.
What was the name of the planet the Republic's clone army was created on?
That's Geonosis.
No.
Geonosis.
It's Calamander. Starts with a C-A.
Oh no,
Calamanor?
Geonosis
Kaminor?
is the
No,
is the
Geonosis.
Close.
bug planet.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's close. It's Camino.
Camino.
Camino, yes.
El Camino.
Damn
All
it.
right. What was the name of Lando Calrissian's headquarters on Bespin?
Cloud City?
Nope.
Oh my God. You
Wait,
guys
what?
know this.
Lando Calrissian's
Wait, is this like-
headquarters-
The name of his headquarters was.
Is this a Synod universe?
Bespin.
No, the name of his headquarters was called Pussy Time.
It was called Quote
There you go,
45.
you got us.
Cloud City. Come on, man.
Bespin Cloud City.
What was the name of the Ewok who found Princess Leia on Endor? What the fuck was his name?
You reached that far.
We know the actor.
Yeah. Wicket.
It was Wicked.
Was it?
Yeah, it was the Wicked, that little fucker. Hate that little bastard.
Wait. Are there any of the Christmas special questions in there? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I did remember seeing it.
You did it.
And it's on YouTube too, right? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was Darth Sidious's apprentice after Darth Maul?
Apprentice after
Darth Dookie.
no, yeah. Count Dooku.
What was the name of the planet Princess Leia grew up on when the Death Star blew up? What was the name of the planet she done chilled at?
Clovis. I mean,
Yes. No.
Alderaan.
Alderaan.
This must be some pretty riveting podcasting right now. Just let's answering questions.
Which of the following planets were never used for the site of the Rebel Alliance base?
All right.
Dantooine,
Dantooine.
Hoth,
Hoth.
Utapu,
Adapu.
Yavin 4.
Adapu and
Dapu.
Yavin 4.
No, Yavin 4 was one. And
Okay, so
Dapu.
Adapu.
Yavin 4 was in New Hope. Hoth was in Empire, but
Adatui.
Dapu. I've never even heard of
Yeah.
that one.
I don't know what the other two.
Yeah, Adatui was in.
Tatooine. Tatooine.
Yeah, let's start with that.
No, the Dapu is the one
Dapu.
It's
you're
Utapu.
asking. The whatever you're saying.
It's Utapu.
I know what I'm talking about.
Who built? Okay, who
Whatever
built?
Lucasy name you just said.
Yep. Who built C-3PO?
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wrong. Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, guys, I
knew it
almost
was on.
got
It
it.
was Anakin.
Hate that guy.
He tried to kill himself.
Oh, I just.
All right, I think everyone's bored with that. I think it's time for a music break.
Woo!
Or
These
was it more
questions get
bells?
harder, man.
Oh, okay.
There's 40 questions here.
We don't want,
Yeah,
we don't
we're only
want-
on
we don't
number-
want
we all wanna
Mario
sit
We're only on
Party.
fucking number 20.
What's number 40?
This is the Michael Banty.
We'll go back
It
to
it
him.
is? Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Well, it's Halloween. What?
You know why it's my favorite time of year? Because women dress like sluts and you get away with it.
Hey.
For one night, they're just out there doing it, or whatever party.
Stockings and skirts that barely
The
cover
weekend
their asses.
before, when there's all the Halloween parties. You think about which ones you're gonna call bells, and
Fuck you, Mike.
well, no. What, do you have something?
No, I got something for you.
All right, good. All right, go for it.
After a music break.
All right, good.
All right, good.
Let's
Bring
hear.
it. Bring it.
We're gonna talk about whatever the hell Bells is gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about haunted Disneyland. We're gonna talk about some Disneyland Star Wars,
Disneyland.
and we're also gonna listen to some Cockamamie Jamie right now.
I
who
had
has
a haunted experience in downtown Fresno. I want to talk about.
Ooh,
Yes,
all
me too
right,
as well.
cool. Well, look at that. And all kinds of
And I
shit's
know
gonna
some
happen
haunted
after
Disney
the
stuff
music
too,
break.
so.
Oh yeah, there's lots. This is Apartment Complex from Cockamamie Jamie. Look for it on Bandcamp. This is Dorktown 151.
I want to pick up one of those.
Sure, yeah, come on. No, my mom's here though. We just gotta be quiet because she's watching her shows. Yeah, she made some sweet tea. It's so good.
You're gonna die here. You're gonna die.
What's the deal, dude? I hate this place. Paying some pretty cheap rent for this invasion of space. Would you please shut up and turn your stereo down? Just a little bit. My mom is sick and pissed at you now. I swear. Neighbors give me reason to peg. Some elementary students cruising with a carton of eggs. Me, Joey, Adam up in 1, 2. 4 upset dudes rolling and looking to bomb you. Then back to the apartment for some bad news again. A turd up in the toilet and broke it a freaking again. Dude, you're sick, Juan. The managerial staff. Water's off until tomorrow. No shower and no bath. What the crap? I'ma have to go and chill in my room. Fighting feelings of aggression and a liquid number 2. What would you do faced with these ridiculous facts? Right about that time, the monster with 2 backs started rearing its ugly head, forming with loud pounds. These buffoons usually take it to 12 rounds. The culmination of another day loaded with stress in the belly of the beast, my apartment complex. My apartment is hot, I'm bearded up and getting weird. Francis Dollar High shit, pass me a beer. The broadside of gruesome Howard Hughes in its 40s, and there are no excuses. Welcome home, Jamie. Welcome home. Oh my God. Welcome home, Jamie. Welcome home. Oh my God. Welcome home, Jamie. Welcome home. Oh my God. You're gonna die here. You're gonna die.
light those dogs on fire. I have no other choice. Yeah, I'm gonna light them on fire.
That I might have lost it. I keep assuring him to tarry and bear it a little longer.
But Hank is barely making it. You're scaring us, Jamie, and it's weird to stand here and pretend that you're not naked. And what are you building? That shield is for steel welding.
Well, is my rent paid? Yeah, 3 months in advance, Chrissy.
Well, it's just that you're always buried into your work. You no longer have time for us, and it hurts.
Well, some things are just more important than friends.
What?
I swung open my bedroom door and I let him in. What he saw left him appalled, jaw dropped and aghast. He pulled the top of his shirt over his face like a mask.
What is that?
He asked, so I immediately told him it's a Game Boy Advance, a really old one, and that there's a turtle with its shell ripped off. It's a reenactment scene from Cannibal Holocaust. Over there, that's a collection of vintage milk jugs filled up with lots of urine and love. Pretty neat, huh? Christopher did not approve.
Clean this room, pack your things up, and
My apartment is hot, I'm bearded up and getting weird. Francis Dollar High shit, pass me a beer. The broadside of Roof, some Howard Hughes in his 40s, and there are no excuses for pooping in my shorts.
Welcome home, Jamie. Welcome home.
Oh my God.
Welcome home, Jamie. Welcome home.
Oh my God.
Welcome home, Jamie. Welcome home.
Oh my God.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Welcome back to Dorktown.
Hey, I didn't realize.
Jamie.
Whoops.
We're gonna. All right, Goldberg. Wow. That was. Hold that up to the mic, Bells.
Your special guest is really.
Hold those guys up to the mic. We have a couple of special guests that wandered in as we were listening to Cockamamie Jamie. We will have Cockamamie Jamie on Dorktown live at some point here.
Really?
Yes, it will be.
Sweet.
It will be crazy. But we also have special wrestling guests. Who do we have?
This
here?
is why you need a webcam,
No.
They're
especially one between my legs.
I'm Kevin Nash and I'm too sexy. Too sexy for my love.
We're BFFs forever.
It's true.
Bell's brought over a couple toys that he got for
Wait, those aren't the
a
real
long
wrestlers?
time
They
ago.
are the
And
real
I'm
wrestlers.
too sexy for my body. The way I'm disco dancing. I'm sorry, that's really good.
Jackknife Powerbomb is a
Everything-
not so subtle name for his penis.
Yes. Everything is like a sexual innuendo if you listen to it right.
Yeah.
And now
you-
Bell's just banging them together.
Have you watched wrestling? Everything is a
Gone
giant sexual
overboard
innuendo.
now.
We've gone off the rails. Look on Instagram at Dorktown and there'll be something
Or
interesting.
Weird
we'll
Fresno.
see. There'll probably be, yeah. Or you're going to put on Weird Fresno. Like, what the hell? He's putting on wrestling dolls on Weird Fresno now?
Oh, it's my personal account, so people are used to that.
Oh, on Twitter at Weird. Are you? What's on
No,
Twitter?
Twitter it's Weird Fresno. Instagram it's Weird Fresno, and I do have a Facebook page as well.
All right.
I only go on MySpace.
I'm
If
actually,
you don't update on MySpace, Bells doesn't see it.
I'm actually banned on MySpace. Long story. Tom isn't my friend.
I'm only on MySpace.
So you're banned on MySpace and you're banned from the Silver Dollar.
and from bars in Clovis, though I live in Clovis.
Okay.
Another long story.
We're going to talk about some haunted Disneyland. There's a lot of haunted Disneyland stories out there.
I heard they have a haunted house.
I heard that. There's in researching it, there's a lot of like
They
people,
haunt my wallet.
Oh,
Tell you
hey,
that.
oh,
Hey, hey.
wah, 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 wah.
Churros haunt my
my
heart.
salary.
Dun, 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 dun.
that there's a lot of what there was. I knew there was a lot of ghost stories, haunted stories about it. But when I was doing some research tonight before you came on, I did not see before was like a lot of people will do slyly try to spread people's ashes on rides.
Yeah,
that's like a thing.
That's one of the things.
That was one of the things I've not heard of before.
That's brilliant.
There's another story, and actually,
it's not a bad idea.
Heather, who used to work for the Bee, told me about this one. I think they're nicknamed the Andersons, and there's this really, really strange couple. They're probably in their 50s or 60s, but they're dressed like they're from 1960, like really weird clothing, and they have to be the last people on the Peter Pan ride, like when it closes at midnight or whenever the park closes.
Every night.
These are people these are actual people.
Actual people.
Okay.
It's not every night. Some say it's like every weekend, but they're recognizable. Like if you see these really weird people at midnight on the ride, they're the Andersons, is what they're nicknamed. The thing is, though, is if you actually like say like they're in line and you walk up behind them, they'll ask you like, "Oh no, go before us, go before us, please." Right. And if you refuse, they'll either throw a fit, and the cast members will come. The cast members know about these people.
Right.
What they'll do is like they'll let you go last and let the Andersons go first. But then, like once the Andersons get off, they'll actually let them go back to Argentina to be the last ones. Like, it's all urban legend, but it's like people have talked about them, and I think it's called Mice Chat. It's like a web.
Yeah, Mice Chat is famous.
Look up, like I think it's like the Andersons. Look at Peter Pan.
Are they ghosts or are they real people?
No, they're real people. But it's just so weird. Like and nobody knows why they do it. Some people think, oh, maybe like that was when they first met each other.
They have a season pass.
I'm assuming so. Because when I went last year, it was like $130 for a park hopper for one day. But I mean, it's just. But these stories I go over for years, and nobody really knows why they do it. Some people think, oh, they met there, maybe that was their favorite ride. Mm-hmm. Some people think like, oh, maybe they had a kid that died, and that was their kid's favorite ride. And they ride it from. But there's just so many weird stories that just add up to make it like. At first, like, oh, this is just bullshit. And I read like. Me and my sister were reading like one night. We literally read about like 10 pages of this till 3 a.m. It was so compelling. Like people person after person was like, "Oh yeah, I saw them. Oh, I saw them. Yeah, they did this. No, wait, they did that. Oh, they're really nice. They weren't." But the story overall really just like added up. And it was like when I went there last year, like I wanted to stay till like midnight, but we were in the other part and we were just tired. But I wanted to see them.
Yeah, see a watch.
But the thing is, like, I don't want to take a picture of them because it's like there's a story behind it. I don't want to ruin that story. It's just it's part of the lore of the park. Like the stories that you're talking about. It's lore, and I love that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I looked up the Andersons. I think they're called the Andersons.
I've not heard that one.
No, neither have I.
That's a cool one. All right, there's a lot that are like I've seen on the internet. There's one that I have not seen on the internet, but I've heard on a podcast. I'm trying to look up the name of the podcast. I'll look at it.
It's like a Loch Ness monster with Mickey Mouse ear balls.
But it
comes out of the fucking rivers of America. Fucking eats shit.
Okay. Yeah,
fucking eats people.
That's what
eats
it is.
The workers at nighttime.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
But there was this cast member. He was on this pod. It's a podcast of cast member, like former cast members, and they kind of bring on other cast members. Just talk about Disneyland. That's the podcast. And this guy came on and talked about this haunted. I guess this is also something I didn't know. I guess there's some sort of eatery that's within the fairy tale land, the
Cinderella's Castle, or just fairy
yeah. What was
story? Is it Storybook Land?
Yeah, in the around the castle.
Yeah.
And I guess there's some sort of eatery around there.
I haven't heard about the eatery, but I know there's
a bathroom.
There's a bedroom suite. You can actually get like $1 million money.
But
you
it's
can
not
actually
that.
rent. See, I don't know about the eatery. That's interesting.
But there's a bathroom in that area.
Yeah.
And this the guy was saying like it's actually more depressing than I'm just gonna try and vanillaize it here. But so a guy dies in the bathroom. Like it's a younger guy, and he has like a condition, like some sort of heart condition. He dies in the bathroom. Like this cast member saw, like it had, like he came upon it. It happened. This is not like some lore. Like he saw the guy die, and
it's gonna happen. Yeah.
And so whenever after that, when he came back into that bathroom, it was just a heavy, bad feeling, and lots of people, like after that, all kinds of reports of people getting seeing something, getting that heavy, like somebody's there feeling,
like somebody's watching
creepy
you.
feeling, and so he couldn't go back in there anymore, and he became management, and he worked there for a few years, and he managed to never go back in that bathroom because it just he couldn't handle it. So at some point, something happened where they called him and they needed him to go. Something was happening.
He had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he had to take a shit.
You have to take a shit there, please.
And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to get over this. This is bullshit. I'm just going to get over it. I don't really even believe in it. I'm just going to go in there. He walks into the bathroom. As soon as he walks in, the urinal, it was either the sink or the urinal pops off the wall, and the pipes just burst in the water. He's like, okay, and he just turns back around and never goes back in there again. So I don't know. That's
crazy. I don't know. So when I was there last year,
an energy thing,
it could be. Yeah, I mean something probably happened. But when I was there last year, we got there they let you in the park at about 7ish, but they didn't open until 7. I can't remember what it was. But there was actually one of the security guards, the actual official guy, and he was telling stories to people. And I was like, hey, I got a question. And he's like, what? He kind of knew I was going to ask something different. I was like, what's the story behind all it, or what's the story behind all the ghost stories here? Oh, they're not true. It's like, oh, come on, man, come on. He's like, no, I can't tell you. It's Halloween. Come on. So it was during Halloween time. He wouldn't talk about it. I know some are bullshit, probably, but there's some that are just kind of. I mean, there's truth behind a lot of them.
There's there's several reoccurring ones. One is that there's on the Space Mountain one is that somebody. I guess this. I don't know if this actually did happen, but somebody died on the ride.
I don't know about that one, but that one is definitely haunted. There are people who have seen someone in the car by himself, and when they turn around, they'll see in the security cameras, wait, there's someone in the car, and they'll actually look in the car, and there's nobody there. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if he actually died on the ride. It wouldn't surprise me. Who knows? But I don't. I mean, I've heard that one. That one's definitely. There's a lot of stories on that one. I forgot they call him the man in pink or something. He's wearing a pink shirt, I think, or they call him either that or the old man. I'd have to look. I can't remember exactly what it was, but
then there's the kids that are swimming on the beach.
Yeah, there's the Tom Sawyer kids that I guess somebody before, originally that Walt Disney wanted people to actually be able to swim in that lake because he wanted the experience of the Tom Sawyer experience.
Of drowning?
Yeah. And I guess what stopped it was somebody got their leg caught in the river and drowned in there, and that's the story of why it's haunted. And I guess the cast members say they see kids on the island, and then they go investigate.
One started to drown, the other one went to go save him. Right, and
that's the story, and that's actually in the papers. When I was researching, when I did a story on it 2 years ago. The story was these two brothers had snuck onto Tom Sawyer Island, which is now Pirates Cove.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jap fucking whatever that name is.
Yeah,
Jack Sparrow.
It's Tom Sawyer Island. I'm sorry, I'm a traditionalist,
Yeah,
which we will get to a little bit. But they hit on there, and the park closed, and they decided to head on back. I didn't realize the water was that deep. I thought it was maybe 5 feet the most. Because the Columbia and the steamboat on a track.
Right. Yeah, you can see the track.
Yeah,
sometimes.
But I guess it's deeper, more out towards the island. But I guess they were swimming back, and the younger brother couldn't swim anymore. So his brother's like, "Well, here, climb my back. I'll swim the rest of the way." Well, he got exhausted and basically drowned, and the younger brother was able to make it. That's the story that I read. I think that's the one that you read too, right?
That's what
I just heard the story. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
And that just cast members will see kids on the island when there shouldn't be, and they'll go over there, say, where are these kids? And there's nobody there.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that there's a lot of ghosts there because there's a lot the theory is that ghosts are attracted to emotions. A lot of schools are haunted, a lot of theaters are haunted. Places where there's always a high amount of emotion. Well, if you're a kid, you're gonna be attracted towards that. Oh, I'm a little ghost. I'm a kid. I can do what the hell I want. I'm doing Disneyland. Me, I would go to the girls' locker room in Fresno State, but that's a whole other podcast. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if stuff is attracted there. I mean, it really wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I know somebody told me to turn a tangent for a second. Somebody said the Hobbs Grove is haunted, and which is weird. It's there's nothing that really happened there, but they see this little ghost kid running around. And I think, well, it's kind of attracted to what's going on there, and it's kind of the same thing with Disneyland.
But wouldn't that be valley? That could have been like.
So
the
wouldn't that
best
just
thing
be somebody
that
that works at Hobbs
Exactly.
Grove is just like trying to spread that around, or
I don't know, because I talked to the owner for a little bit, and she said there was some. Well, this
so.
is years ago, but I mean, and she could have been trying to sell the place, but I'm like, you don't need to sell it. It's Hobbs Grove. Like at the time, there was nothing else but Hobbs. I think, well, and Wolf Manor or whatever was doing its thing at the time, but there really wasn't. Now there's like 20 different haunted places in the area.
Have you been out there, Bells? The Hobbs Grove?
No.
You never been out there? I've been out there once.
Which one is the Hobbs Grove at?
It's like Singer-ish.
Yeah, I think it's called the Grove now. Yeah, they split the husband and wife had split. I think one called it the Grove, and the other one created Graven's Gate, which is somewhere else.
Okay,
I haven't heard that one. I know there's a house you go through, and then there's a weird orchard you go through.
The
and
orchard
then
was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty trippy. But there another one at Disneyland was the haunted mansion, and there I guess there's a kid that is seen sitting on a chair that nobody sits in occasionally or something.
I mean, there's two stories I heard, and I like to correct me later or tell me what you've heard. One is this woman wanted to spread her son's ashes on the ride. It was his favorite ride. Mm-hmm. Obviously, park officials like, no, you can't do that. So she snuck the ashes in, which I don't know how she's sneaking an urn. Urns are pretty big, and they check your bag. It's like, hey, man, what's that in your bag?
She put it in something else.
Is an urn?
It's in a flask.
A Ziploc.
Ziploc. So she supposedly spreads the kid's ashes on the ride, and now people see a kid crying because now he's terrified.
He's like, why did you leave me on this haunted ride, Mom?
The other story is more towards where you get on the people mover. I guess this little kid had a ball and he's bouncing the ball and it fell in between the platform and the actual track the people movers are. If you actually look down, it's probably about a 12-foot drop. Well, somehow he actually fell over and broke his neck and died. I don't know, but see, that I don't know how it's possible because like I looked at it last time I was there and there's no spot for that to happen. There'd be a lawsuit if that was. And the other story is that you know where Madame Loyola, the crystal ball is at? Mm-hmm. Somebody, this is actually during grad night, somebody, I don't know how you can do it, but they actually were able to bust open the safety bar on the doom buggy and they climbed down, they actually fell, and then if you actually look down, you actually see the in between the cracks. It's a good drop. And they fell and they broke their neck, and now they're seen on the ride too. So there's 3 stories behind it. Whether they're true or not, I don't know. It's still, but it adds to the mystery of the place.
Yeah. But there's a Matterhorn one.
I see a ghost in my cab when I go by the mirror. One right in between me. I'm like, he's making a funny face.
Unless it's during Halloween and it's Night Before Christmas and it's a fucking present. And I was so disappointed.
What is a present?
Did you know? Have you ever gone during Halloween?
Sometimes it's a candy cane.
I stay away from events that draw a lot of people.
Nightmare Before.
Actually, I went on a Tuesday and Wednesday last year, and there was hardly anybody there. We got both parts done
during the Halloween time.
Yeah, because
I heard that was the busiest time of Disneyland is Halloween time.
Seriously, we went like a year next week, pretty much.
Really?
It was like the week before Halloween, and we went on a Tuesday and Wednesday.
That would be fun.
During the afternoon, there were some people there, but we got like the main rides done in like 2 hours. Like there was no ride. We actually got both parts done except for Peter Pan and Alice in one day.
Whoa.
We thought it was just a day and a half to do just Disneyland. Mm-hmm. But I know we're tangent, sorry, I'll make it quick. They actually do Night Before Christmas for the Haunted Mansion, which is cool. I love the movie, but not during Halloween. I want the Haunted Mansion. I want the ghost.
Yeah, that is kind of like
it should be Christmas.
Like, hey, it's Halloween. We're gonna we're gonna bring it to you as is.
Yeah. But they sell that from that time up to Christmas.
Exactly. Right. And that's true. But it's like, and I get it. But so instead of seeing the Hitchhiker Ghost, you see a present from Oogie Boogie or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
It was still cool though, but I'm like, because like you know the ballroom scene. Well, there's a giant gingerbread house in the ballroom, but as you go through, they actually pipe in gingerbread scent. So you're like, I smell gingerbread, and then you see the gingerbread house. But yeah, sorry,
that's weird.
Tangent. Sorry.
That's not a tangent at all.
It's all true.
Yeah. The Matterhorn
Yes.
has a ghost.
Her name was Dolly.
It's got a fucking Yeti in there, man.
I saw that shit, dude.
That ride sucks now so much.
Yeah, it's just
It's so slow.
once
and so
you're old,
bumpy.
it's just like
Yeah, like, oh my bad.
It's one of the most uncomfortable freaking rides.
Well, like
there.
before, you know how they used to have it like where you're like basically like, you know, you're in the front and he's behind you, which was really weird. Was my dad. Now it's side by side, other cars, and it still sucks. But the story behind, I don't know, what would you hear about the ghost there?
Well, there's actually two.
Okay.
The one that seems, I don't know, legit, but that there's a mom that was like looking back at the car of their kid and like basically was hit or fell out or hit.
See,
and then there's one that a guy got beheaded, but that one seems like that's a folklore kind of one.
Fucking Yeti, man.
Yeti was just
I think the guy kind of came from the woman because the story that I read, and it was in the papers, was this woman named Dolly. Her seatbelt wasn't on properly, and when she went over one of the bumps, she actually kind of shut out of the car and hit her head, and basically got, you know, the impact killed her. So actually, they unofficially call it Dolly's Dip now, where she died.
Fuck.
So that death did happen. Actually, that one is legitimate. If she actually haunts it or not. So I imagine they probably just like people just say, "Oh, we see her," but they didn't tell how she died. So I think it's more of like, "Oh, someone died here. Let's put a ghost story behind it to add to the lore."
Yeah. But my favorite though is that.
What about Tower of Terror?
I love that ride. That scared the hell out of me. So I'm like, oh, it just drops.
Scared the hell
once
out of
you're
Becky.
done. And as it shot back up, I started to scream like a little bitch. I'm like, there's nothing to hold on to. What the hell?
There's nothing. They didn't prepare properly on this ride.
No, we were given fast passes. Someone goes, "Hey, you want our fast passes?" I was like, "Sweet." I had no idea what it was, and we're going through the line, and then I see elevators. I'm all, "Oh, this can't be good." And I get on. I am terrified of heights. Terrified.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I get on, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is what I fucking think it is." And we went flying up and then drop back.
Did you buy the picture of it? Did you
down.
get the picture of you?
Oh my
First time?
Any
And then
memories
I had
of
my
it at
eyes
all?
closed the entire time. I opened my eyes. The second I open my eyes, it opens the door
That's the
to
best
downtown
part.
LA
Yeah.
and slams the door shut and drops us. I was like,
I know. Because I thought, okay, I've been on drops. I've been in the Superman drop at Greater Magic Mountain. I'm like, okay, you know, it goes up and it drops,
Never
and
again.
you're done. And as it shot back
Yeah.
up, my mind's like, this isn't supposed to be this way.
No.
And it just drops up and down, and I'm like, ah! But I loved it. I mean, like, it scared the hell out of me. I wasn't expecting it. Plus, I love the decor. I love Twilight Zone.
and the ghosts in there.
Yeah, that was
through.
cool.
Yeah.
I love that ride. Actually, all of downtown Disney, the park was pretty cool. I was
Yeah,
actually
it really
impressed.
is. It's
I mean,
nice.
I know they spent like $1 billion remodeling it.
And there's good things like shows for the kids and stuff.
There
like
is,
things
yeah.
they watch.
Well, like
currently.
Cars Land
They
was actually
keep it
pretty
up.
cool.
Yeah, it is
yeah.
pretty cool.
Especially the
They
chili
drive them through and everything. It's pretty
And the World
nice.
of Color.
World of Color
of
was actually
Color.
pretty
World of
impressive,
Color,
yeah.
solid.
In the world of color.
The one thing I did not do
World
was
of
the Ferris wheel.
Color.
That Ferris wheel terrified me. The way that the cars like move as it's.
Yeah.
I haven't been on that.
Well, obviously,
I have,
on there?
dude. I have. I like going on the sliding ones.
No.
They're awesome.
Oh, I can't handle that shit. Anything
My
that
girls
makes me
can't handle it
queasy.
though. They want to go on the regular one, man. I don't even want to do. I want to go on the sliding one.
You
Awesome.
go fuck yourself, and you go on it by yourself.
Fuck you. How many in here? One, motherfucker.
You're all pissed about it. How many? One, fucker.
Really, sir?
Until
Yeah,
you go to
fucking-
Disney, or all through Disneyland. You're just anytime someone asks you how many, fucking one. Okay,
But
See any other motherfuckers next to me? No.
the
One.
best thing about
One,
California
bitch.
Adventures in Cars Land was the chili cone quesos. Have you guys had those?
you told me.
I've been
you
telling
told me
everybody,
that
they're
when we
so-
went there.
It's basically a pretzel cone filled with chili cheese and like Fritos and nacho cheese, and it was so awesome. Like,
So awesome,
it's like up there with the churro and the turkey laid in the Dole
Is it
Whip.
at the Cozy Cone area?
Yes. I have a picture if you want.
I like
I like
those.
the cozy
I like
cone
those
area.
little.
I know.
like
I
those
know where
little
it is.
booths.
I'll be there for New Year.
I found it last time. I finally discovered the beer booth back
I know,
in
like,
there.
well, no, I actually ran into
Which one?
The
Carl Strauss?
Strauss one.
It was weird. Like I was in California Adventures in Cars Land, and I actually heard, hey, Banty. I'm like, what the? And it was actually a friend of mine that was there at the same time.
Oh, I always see a president. Like Bells does Belle sees like 5 different Fresnos
But she
when
was
we're
like,
down there.
she's like, they sell alcohol.
Kick all their asses.
Yeah.
How dare you come down here trying to follow me? Who sent you, fool?
There's always a group of Fresnos in Disneyland. No matter when you go down there, you're gonna run into somebody you know.
Did you accept my trade
uncle,
offer?
Becky's brother ran into some Portlanders when we were down there last time.
Did.
What'd you say, Bells?
Did you accept my trade for Drew Brees?
Yeah, that was funny, guy. Tried to trade my Drew Brees for.
I have Drew Brees in AP. And I'm so happy.
Look at that.
Isn't
It's
it good?
tasty.
It's sexy, huh?
It's now I have to go now. I must
is
go
this you're
to
looking at?
California Adventure. The cone.
The cone.
Of
Oh,
goodness.
that does look nice.
Let me see that.
But just to wrap up the haunted Disneyland.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, that's lovely.
Wald is reported to haunt his old apartment up there above the fire station.
I've heard that one.
He and above Pirates where
Club 33, right?
Well, that's supposed to be haunted too, but it used to be because I remember I bought a poster up there above Pirates was like an art shop, and it's something else now. I think it's actually a hotel suite.
I think it's
now.
a hotel suite.
Yeah, that's where our friend Tiffany and her,
Yeah.
who has been a longtime listener,
They stayed
of
there.
Dorktown,
Tiffany.
and her
She's
husband
probably
had
not
their
listening
honeymoon
anymore.
night.
Who?
Her husband's
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Oh, Tiff doesn't
Oh,
listen.
Zorb knows these people. You can talk about her.
I know them.
Yeah, that's where they had their honeymoon night.
Yeah.
In that little suite right above Pirates of the
That's the
Caribbean.
shit.
There's actually another one. Speaking of Disney, that just reminded me. The trains. There's actually one that you'll see kind of like a boxcar type thing, not the typical one with the benches, but it's actually a passenger car. I guess it was named. I can't remember whatever Walt's wife was named. I think it was like Rose or something. The car was named after her. Well, I guess she haunts it. Heather, who told me about the Andersons, was telling me this one too, and she was like everything. You should contact her about Disney. So she does like everything Disney. I guess the cast members, they will not go in at night because she lights things a certain way, and if stuff is moved, she'll just tear it up.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
In the car,
like stuff will be like strewn all over the place. Like if everything's not in the place it's supposed to be in, she'll get pissed.
Wow.
And it's like I didn't even know the car existed, so she told me. And I was actually there last time, and like of course, as I'm leaving the park to go home, there's the freaking train. I'm like, really? Because I was looking for it too, because the cast members they'll talk about that one. So I need
That's
to
one
back.
they'll talk about.
Yeah, because like they will not go in at night, but when the park's closed, they're terrified of it.
Wow.
Which train?
Well, I can't remember what it was called, but
It goes around the one that goes around the park.
Yeah,
Right,
the one that goes around
yeah.
the park, the main train.
Does it get you stuck like right at the dinosaur, the cheesy dinosaur?
I
fucking
love that.
exhibit?
Don't talk shit on the
You
dinosaurs.
get stuck there. Like,
That
oh,
is the best
fuck.
part.
Fuck.
But no, it's
Come on.
Come on,
okay,
guy.
I can't admit that I actually saw this movie. Did you ever see Wild Wild West with Will Smith?
I've seen.
Remember that
parts of
train
it.
car that they were in?
Vaguely, yeah.
That's what this car looks like, but it's red.
Okay.
It's basically a
Yeah,
it's a
I know.
private
I know.
passenger
I've
car.
seen that. Yeah.
But I didn't realize it was one. But you'll sometimes see this one train with this passenger car on the tail end of it, and you can ask to ride it. They don't let you go in there. Like you say, "Oh, hey, can I ride on that?" "Oh, yeah, sure." But otherwise, they'll seat you where you sit. So, but yes, supposedly she haunts it.
Cool deal. All right. Haunted
Yeah.
Disneyland. Something to think about when you go to Disneyland next time.
Great.
Also,
Makes it fun.
something to think about when you go to Disneyland next time. As I've been telling. Well, you hear that?
What the?
Did you hear that?
Oh.
There's a ghost somewhere there.
Producer Becky.
Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro.
Producer Becky's going to investigate. Come on, ghost.
Come on, ghost.
Show yourself.
If you're a man, you'll show yourself. Oh, Zach.
Show yourself.
You know who's actually also haunted, though, is Magic Mountain has a couple of ghosts, too.
Magic Mountain has
Yeah.
ghosts? All right, let's side project. Magic Mountain haunted stuff. I've not heard Magic Mountain haunted
it's,
stuff.
It's not as cool as Disneyland. I mean, I like Magic Mountain, but it's not Disneyland.
Right.
One of the workers was killed on Revolution. You know, the roller coaster has that one loop.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she was checking the track. They walked the track or whatever. Well, nobody told her that the car was coming, and the car just basically ran her over. So there's that. Yeah. So she's seen around the track. There's also I know a woman actually died on Goliath. And they say sometimes they'll see her ghost like in the cars or walking around like the entrance area to the park or to the ride. I'm trying to think what else. I think, and it was. Do you remember Shockwave? Was it Shockwave? It's
Shockwave sounds right.
Is that Denzel Washington?
Yeah, I think so. No, it was a ride that was there. It was a stand-up roller coaster, but they took it down. But someone had died on that, and the person was supposed to haunt the ride. I just like the ride was really unsafe, anyways. And then they fell out or something, or I think they fell out and they hit the track and they basically died. There was that one, and I think Colossus is also supposed to be haunted. But it's just more of like, oh, someone died and they haunted the ride down. Not like Disneyland where, some nutty lady spread her son's ashes.
Nobody spreads their ashes at Magic Mountain. No, but they at Disneyland, they will be Star Warsing Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is getting Star Wars. The old people mover section, or basically where the rockets are now, they're gonna build a Millennium Falcon, and it's gonna be like a meet and greet with Chewbacca. Ooh. Like similar to like where you have now you have Minnie and Mickey's house back in Toonland.
Now you've got Chewbacca.
Now you're going to have a Chewbacca's going to be in the Millennium Falcon. You can do a meet and greet with Chewbacca.
I guess it could be worse. It could be his Hallmark sheet when they showed during the Christmas special, which nobody's ever seen. Apparently,
I've seen it.
I have it. I have a file of it.
I vaguely remember it.
It is so bad.
Yeah,
it's almost as good as Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
Oh
no, nothing beats that. No, this is so bad. I'm convinced that furries watched and jerked off to the Woody parts. It's just so bad.
So there's that.
Yeah, there's that.
And then there's the big one is they're gonna have they're gonna take over the back corner of Tomorrowland, and it's gonna be indoor biker ride where you're gonna get on the trooper bikes, and it's gonna be some sort of ride.
Right through Endor.
Yeah. And then which I've been saying for years before even anything Star Wars, they need to get rid of that exhibit. The
trip to Mars or whatever, right?
Yeah, that
or whatever it is now.
No, it's called. It has a specific name. That
like Imagination. No,
yeah, Imagination.
Something that nobody ever goes to.
The
big revolving.
I go
building.
to that, man. I like it.
You like it?
I go to see the House of the Future.
Yeah,
fucking car and shit.
Yeah, well, guess what?
It smells like urine in there.
Now you're gonna bike. You're gonna get on a speeder bike
with an Ewok.
With an Ewok and go through an Ewok forest, indoor forest.
Fuck Ewoks.
But which is great, except is gonna take over the
subs. I heard, right?
No, the cars, Autotopia.
I'm okay with that.
I don't like that. I have special kid memories of Autotopia.
That's true. That was the first car I ever drove.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Tractor, but yeah.
I have memories of Autotopia. I don't like Autotopia of getting taken over and removed.
When was the last time you rode Autotopia?
It's been years, but now I'm going to have to go with my daughter.
Yeah,
just before it gets removed.
But see, I heard they might be rid of the submarine ride too, which makes no sense. They just
redid that.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty cool when I saw.
It's pretty cool, but it's like
it still smelled funny in there.
No, it wasn't that. It was just like if you're gonna redo it, like I want it to be really. Like impressive, and I wasn't that. It's not that impressive.
I love the old one for its cheesy factor. I just love the old one. Like, we always went on it when our feet were killing us. Okay, here's a 15-minute ride where you sit down. That's what that ride was great for. Mm-hmm. And it's like the new one's like, I mean, it was okay.
You think that maybe Jungle Cruise could be replaced at some point?
I love Jungle Cruise though.
I do.
I don't know that one.
It has the cheesiness, and it's still kind of cool too.
So we had the worst boat ride tour last night. He said no jokes.
He said no jokes.
Yeah, and it's like
how could he be a boat ride guy?
I don't know. It's like
I think of the.
I just think they should deny him his caps for his cap gun.
He didn't use the caps.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, he needs to be fired.
Yeah, he should have been shot.
When we were at Disney last time, like you gotta do the Jungle Cruise just because, and. Like, to me, I was thinking, like, these are the upper echelon of people getting hired at Disneyland is the Jungle Cruise boat guys. These are the number one ride.
It's people. That and the Haunted Mansion are, like, the most, like, popular jobs there.
This has to be the number one people. So, and all my experiences are,
and you have to know how to drive a boat.
Yeah,
tell jokes.
Yeah, you got to be
perfectly.
Freaking.
Well, and I felt so bad because, a buddy of mine went with us, and he had never been to Disneyland before. His parents had never been before. We're like, you know, man, just save some money. We'll all go together. So we went, and like, you have to on this ride. It's like, yeah, it's cheesy, but the tour guide's always really funny. Like, I remember when I went there once, you know, he's always asking, like, oh, where you from? Where you from? I said, oh, you know, I'm from Fresno. I was in Madera, but who the fuck knows where Madera is at? Mm-hmm. And he goes, oh, welcome to civilization.
Lavina.
Yeah.
Should have said Lavina.
They should Lavina. No, actually, that's where I lived, was Lavina. How'd you know?
I know. We've had discussions.
Oh, do we? Okay, so I got a little spooked for a second. But he goes, oh,
Mike's really a ghost.
Whoa.
We both see dead people.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, Fresno? Oh, welcome to civilization. And I'm like, that was just great because it's like, yeah, you're in the jungle, but it's Fresno. And I'm like, you know, it was funny.
Yeah, that's a good joke.
This guy just sucked. He's like, on the right, you'll see the tigers. Oh, and there's the rhinoceros. Oh, he's chasing the people. Oh, I hope they don't get hurt like that.
What the fuck?
And he's probably just giving someone a break.
How did that get you? How did that get that Jungle Cruise?
Someone had to get off before they passed OT time. And they just grabbed like the guy that was
somebody in there.
The guy that fucking has to like pick up all the trash. They're like, dude, you got to run this one run. Well, this guy, because this guy needs to go. He's got to go take a dump. Okay.
You guys got some diarrhea.
If you look to the right, you see a floating turd.
That looks like a snake.
It's a trouser snake.
Use a gun.
Producer Becky is back. You miss old Disneyland discussion.
Oh, I'm actually that kind of sucks. But
are you okay with Autotopia being removed for a Star Wars ride?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, all right.
Maybe
good.
if it's documented, but
It's
it is very
documented.
old school and
We got to get our daughter on that though before it goes.
part of Disney history.
That means I gotta make it, kid. I get it on there. Damn.
All right. Before we go, like Michael, have you watched American Horror Story? The first
It's
episode?
on my DVR. I'm not.
We can't discuss it.
No,
then.
you know what? Go for it. Go for it.
No, we don't need to.
No, because
Bells doesn't even watch it, so it doesn't matter.
I love that show. I've loved it for
Becky's
the last 3
favorite show,
seasons.
American Horror Story.
Mine's 24, and it's coming back.
Yeah.
Ooh, 24 is coming. Is
It's
it coming?
only 12 hours though, so it's more like
Mine is
12
the
hours.
NF motherfucking L.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
NHL, dude.
NFL.
Would somebody buy me freaking Grand Theft Auto 5 so I can
It's
play
so
it?
wonderful.
Damn it! Shut up, Michael.
We're gonna get together a fund.
I hear you work. You got to work for an
Let's do a
Armo
Kickstarter
that
so I
repos
can get
cars.
Yeah, there's so much you can do in that
That's
game.
awesome.
It's not even part of the game itself. Like my favorite is actually invading the army base and stealing shit from them. There's like fighter jets you can steal and helicopters.
Hear that, Bells?
There's like
Fighter
helicopters.
jets.
Wow.
Would you get the game already so you can bring it
But
over here?
The best part though is that you can actually go to a strip club and they show really bad fake animated titties that are so hard and stiff it's gross. But if you tip them
What?
enough,
Animated titties? Gross.
That's
It's
funny.
not possible.
if you tip them enough money, they'll take you back.
They'll
to
get
their
better?
place.
Give you a
They'll
blowjob?
take you back to their place and you can fuck them. But like one of the guys is like so fucked up, I had him shoot one of the strippers and kill her.
I love it.
now all the cops are after you.
But it's
No, 'cause
crazy.
they don't know.
The sun.
They don't know.
No,
They're
give a
saying
fuck.
Down
that
low.
you can fit. Remember San Andreas, which was always my favorite. They say on
San
the map-
Andreas was pretty bad.
That was my favorite. You can fit that one, Grand Theft Auto 4's map. I think basically all the maps can fit in this one.
Wow.
It's huge. It's freaking
love it.
huge, and it's so dynamic. Like
And
one
you can
time.
kill prostitutes.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite part. But the best thing, there's 3 characters, and you can just switch in between them. But while you're doing one character, the other 2 are doing their own things. So the one real crazy kind of meth head, if I switched him once and he was on a beach in his underwear with 12 dead bodies around him. Like, what the fuck?
And you don't know what happened.
You don't know. And he's like, oh,
This is
that-
what happened.
He's like, shouldn't have messed with me. I'm like, what the fuck?
You should have been paying attention to me, bro.
And I'm just like, what the hell? I think he actually like kind of acted out, so I wasn't playing with him.
Yep.
Too bad you can't
That's
do
what
like
I
a
think.
rewind.
That's what she
and
said.
see
Yeah. I hope
Oh.
Chewie gets a medal this time.
Give Chewie a medal.
I want to give a Fonzie a too. Word, Fresno.
Thank you.
It's time for the Fonzie.
Hopefully I didn't like babble too much on things that didn't really count or matter.
Oh no, this is
That was awesome. Episode 151 of Dorktown.
The Bacardi edition.
I want to thank
Shot of 151 is harsh.
I want to thank Kevin Nash and Big Daddy Diesel. Oh, I'm sorry, that is Big Daddy
Yeah,
Diesel.
did they have anything to say, Bells?
They had a lot to say.
They have anything to say here that pick up
but if you-
in this episode?
Wait, they're stuck together. That's just not right.
They are in incriminating positions. I don't know.
I'm all protecting them.
You guys want to step forward and
Good.
say something?
I'm so dirty that I fear no man. Bird, you can't survive my jackknife powerbomb. Every man that I faced, I've destroyed.
So gay.
Get ready for the jackhammer.
Wow,
That's why I tell my girlfriends, get ready for the jackhammer.
Get ready for the jackhammer.
And then they kick
You
me in the
guys
balls.
say it like that too. Get ready for the jackhammer.
Next girlfriend, I'll say that. And she said, why'd you say that? Well, Mike, he told me to say it.
A podcast told me to say it. I would have given Fonzie to Mike from Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks because he messaged me about listening
Who?
Mike from Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks.
Oh, yeah.
Messaged me about because we always play a local music on here and don't get a whole shit ton of feedback about it. Mike was really liking
Chewbacca and the Rhythm Monkeys.
yeah, really liking Chewbacca and the Rhythm Monkeys.
Don't blame him.
And so he was just like, yeah, let's keep playing more Chewbacca and Rhythm Monkeys.
They're fucking awesome. Keep doing it.
On what we were playing on 150 and stuff. Whatever. Now I'm just like blanking.
I want to give a Fonzie out to the new Triangle.
Tyrannosaurus Zebra.
have you been there?
Last episode.
So much
That wasn't
closer.
Tyrannosaurus Zebra.
That was a Fonzie
You're
last
right.
episode?
You're right, Becky, but that's not what I'm thinking. No. Never mind. Becky was informing me. I'm sorry, Bells. Go ahead.
Silent.
Triangle on Barstow.
Yay.
Barstow and
Cedar?
no
Fruit, I think.
Fresno. Fresno.
It's where the old Foster Fruit is.
First. Yeah. See,
Yay.
no one's gonna go to the Triangle on fucking 99 in Belmont now.
Oh, shit. That's where the hookers are at. There's no hookers on friggin'
Lot lizards.
Barstow and First.
Yeah, give it time.
I'll go to it. That's the old Foster Streets that I used to go to when I went to Walters.
There you go. Actress was what Mike from Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks was talking about. He was like, really liked Actress. So I like hearing people from outside of Fresno liking Fresno music that we play on here.
Definitely.
Go tell other people about it, and then they'll think you're cool because you like this obscure music from this obscure town in this obscure fucking state.
Obscure. That should
country.
be the name of the podcast, Obscure.
Obscure. Oh, check them out. They're so alternatively obscure.
Fonzie
They
is
are like-
the geeks with wives and gamer husbands and married gamers because we did a little meetup last night with the.
I didn't meet up with anybody.
You didn't
What the
get,
fuck
you don't
guys
get to go
talking
out.
about?
I'm a blogger.
You don't
What
get
the
to go
hell?
out at Das Bierhaus in the tower.
Really?
Yep, discuss the
you
little
guys wanna
podcast.
fuck
There's a
jerk
shit
each
ton
other
of
off? What the fuck
podcasters
you
in
do?
Fresno, man. Fresno's a podcasting mecca.
The fuck is this? man?
Outside of LA,
You guys
I
go
defy you to find a better podcasting mecca.
Fuck you do like circle jerks or something?
Yeah, we all circle jerked and then we went home.
This podcast and like Dumb Drums. What the hell?
It was on pretty early, but it was
That
happy.
drum was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We gotta have those guys on. It's new Sweet Fest coming.
Plus, I think they're doing something with the
the
production
Pacific
company.
Rim.
Yeah, they're actually like doing like Swedes.
They're doing little Swedes to promote the Pacific Rim.
Yeah, the actual production
Blu-ray
company
that they're not on for some reason. They should be on.
Yeah,
damn it.
I'm jealous.
Fonzie ate a fake Ray Fosse on Twitter. He's hilarious, a huge A's fan, and he's been a source of solace for an A's fan because he's fucking hilarious. He like posts as Ray Fosse, but it's really he's probably the best Twitterer out there
How do
as
you
far
spell
if you're an
Ray
A's
Fosse?
fan.
How do you spell it? I'll have to follow.
It's fake
F-O-S-S-I.
Ray Fosse. Yeah, Fosse.
Okay. Oh wait,
Fake
it's
Ray
Fosse.
Fosse.
Like, is the
If you're an
actual Ray
A's
Fosse?
fan, it's
See,
hilarious.
I'm a Giants fan, so I'm sure.
If you know who Ray Fosse is, then it's hilarious.
I don't care about baseball.
A's former A's 70s
I
A's
don't care
catcher.
about football.
I don't care.
I care about soccer.
I didn't fucking ask Becky.
I don't
Okay.
care.
Fonzie A to hanging out.
I
cast.
like NHL playoffs only when the Kings win. It's the
Yeah,
only
well,
time I
go
like hockey
Canucks.
is when the Kings win.
Fonzie A to Nerd Bastards.
I want to give a Fonzie A out to
Nerdbastards.com.
the
Kings.
the carts, the food carts.
Oh yeah,
out in
Where did you go
Clovis.
to? Oh God, you just cannot
It's right
let
off
us
of
leave without a
Shepherd
fucking
and
pro
Willow.
Clovis.
But it's on the it's on the east side by Bella Fruta and Clovis. I'm gonna give a Fonzie A out to that.
Yeah, great
I went
job.
out there and ate some food, had some dessert.
Great.
It was
Dessert?
good. Yeah, they've got all natural juice popsicles,
Of course they do.
like different flavors. Like
Oh, I know. Because
avocado.
I gave in money to her Kickstarter. I knew that.
Fonzie to Jason Tabris from nerdbastards.com, who wrote a guest blog on dorktownpodcast.com about, like, there's a new series they started on the blog of, like, other podcasters telling us about other podcasts that they listen to. And it's on the
Okay.
blog, dorktownpodcast.com, and look and click on the blogs. And Jason, who's I'm a huge fan of his podcast, Nerd Bastards, and yeah,
they actually wrote something about us.
yeah, no, not
Who's-
about us,
who's- oh.
not about us. Another podcast.
Oh,
He
okay.
did like a guest
Yeah.
writing on the blog,
Yeah,
and it's good.
yeah.
should
So
try
go
that.
to
And it has nothing to
Dorktown
do with
Podcast.
us.
No.
Well, then
Uh,
what the fuck?
It's on our blog. He gave it to us. I specifically asked other podcasters about this. Will be a continuing series on dorktownpodcast.com. All right, go to Michael's
This
site.
is how our communication
Weird
goes.
Fresno.
We find out about these things.
WeirdFresno.com.
Also a Facebook page.
There you go.
I just search Weird Fresno, you'll find it.
Instagram,
Yeah, Twitter.
all the things.
that's
Tell
it.
them about your UFO and your Bigfoot. We didn't even get to the
Oh,
Bigfoot.
I want to know about
the
Bigfoot.
bullshit
I do
Bigfoot
want to talk
sighting.
about Bigfoot stuff.
Oh,
So let's
sorry.
track that. People.
Welcome to the after
Kick right
show.
back again.
Welcome to the after show,
I got
guys.
so
We're
like
changing
caught up
our
in
minds.
Disneyland.
This is change your mind.
Sometimes
section.
get hot.
Yeah.
Sometimes not.
Now we're in
Wait,
the
can't
after
you,
show.
can't you just edit this and put the credits
Yeah.
at the end of it?
Oh yeah, we're fine. We're in the
Oh, yeah.
after show now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the Bigfoot, yeah.
There's people saying that they have shots of Bigfoot, and there's
It's probably my mom.
and it's like it's just like, oh really, okay, and then it's like every shot you see, it's like there's nothing definitive about it. Like it could be a guy in a suit, it could be a bear, it could be anything.
I love what I guess the crypto community calls it. They call it blob squatch because it's always blurry. You can't really tell what it is, so it's blob squatch.
There could be the possibility of a being living underground that we really don't see.
Honestly,
Fucking honey badger.
my theory, and this to me makes sense, but it's so fucking far out there, it can't be real. I think they're interdimensional beings. I think they pop in for a little bit, they fuck around with us, and they pop back out. Because you never find any bodies, no corpses, whatever. Either that or they're aliens. Maybe they're because I actually, and this part is actually true. A lot of Bigfoot sightings have UFO sightings related to them. Like the next day, like say like I see a Bigfoot tonight, like tomorrow somebody else will see a UFO. Maybe they're aliens. I don't know, and that would explain a lot.
aliens, bro. They're from
Sammy Hagar would know.
Yeah, yes. But
Sammy Hagar would
do you
know.
remember those Choose Your Adventure books?
yeah.
They actually, somebody did that one with like a Bigfoot story, like you're a Bigfoot hunter, and actually one of the endings was they're aliens. I was like 10 at the time. I'm like, that's kind of smart. So I've actually kind of always thought that since then. But I mean, no, I know what you're talking about.
Bigfoots are aliens.
It's just like there's never been definitive
Have you
evidence.
tried to find the author that wrote it?
Oh God, that's not a bad idea. This was years ago. I mean, I was probably 10.
Go over to his house.
Hey,
Dude.
dead.
What the fuck,
I
man?
need to talk about your book.
Knock, knock, knock. Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
But yeah, I mean, just I don't know about Bigfoot. Like I've heard, like my favorite kind of evidence is what they call howls. Like people actually go looking for Bigfoot, and they'll bring like recorders, and then they'll hear this this howling. I should have brought some. I didn't think about it.
Japanese.
And we played it here years ago, and it's like it was specific Sierra Bigfoot,
Right.
And it sounded like an Asian guy, like an Asian hound. It was like whoa, what's
Yeah.
up?
No, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, whoa,
What's up?
whoa, yeah.
And I was like, okay,
But
I am a Bigfoot.
I know somebody back east got some DNAs having it tested, unlike the people here who said they got DNA and never got it tested because they got it on a TV show and kind of forgot all that stuff.
We're on
But-
TV. We don't need to test
Yeah,
it.
we don't. Yeah, we're fine. We're famous now. But what about the UFO stuff? I know you mentioned UFO stuff too. I was saying earlier, like there's a couple people that think there's this giant military base under the Fresno airport,
Yeah, that's right.
which is hilarious because there's like nuclear missiles and stuff, and, whatever. But a lot of the UFO stuff that I've seen around here is just really bad footage. Like it's a helicopter. You can actually hear like the helicopter engine. It's so blurry.
What is this?
And you can actually see a red and green navigational markers.
Following
And it's it's the fucking ghetto bird.
Nicolas Cage for Goodfellas. Fuck, it's a fucking UFO.
Actually, that
It's
was
North
that
Fresnens
was
that aren't used to it coming into their
no
area.
Shit.
No, Ray Liotta from.
Yeah, I was like
Goodfellas.
Nicolas Cage was
Not Nicolas Cage. Ray
they
Liotta.
look the same.
Ray Liotta, Nicolas Cage, same fucking.
Well, I
difference.
thought you were doing Con Air for a second, because Fresno, but a lot
That
of
was a horrible Nick Cage, man.
there's no good.
I don't know
Nick
what I was doing. I wasn't doing anything. I'm gonna edit that out.
Cage. Yeah, no, because I'm gonna tweet about that later. Or we're in Fresno. But just it's a lot of bad. But I've seen some good videos. Like somebody actually shot some stuff over by Valley Children's, and I'm like, I have no idea what the hell that is. Like you've seen a bunch of flashing red lights, thinking, okay, maybe it's a helicopter. But I mean, I've seen helicopter videos at night. Nothing like that. I don't know.
It
It's
was
just
night. Like you know what's weird? Like I know what they are, but at night over Fresno,
Sammy Hagar,
there would be
smile.
like 2 to 3 jets, like way up there.
Yeah.
Like I mean, we're in Fresno. We're very used to the National Guard taking off and landing all the fucking time with the
I'm
F-15s.
blocked away from them. Yeah.
But at night around the 9-ish o'clock, there'll be 2 to 3 jets like way up there, like in the altitude where a passenger jet would be
Right.
flying over Fresno, and they'll come over, and it's
they're
just like kind of
rumbling.
like weird, like
Yeah.
it's just kind of like this creepy, like why are they up there? What are they doing up there?
I know there's a
They
video.
protect the line from here to the Alaskan pipelines.
Yeah, from Fresno, they do.
That's what they do constantly.
You're welcome, West Coast.
Yeah.
Fresno protects you.
Yeah,
No, someone shot a video in Fremont, and it was really weird. It was
Clovis protects itself.
fuck Clovis.
is not
And I live in Clovis,
protect
so
yourself.
no, it was in Fremont. It was like this V-shaped like series of lights. There's like I think 7 lights, but it made like a 90-degree turn. It was really weird. Like it's on my blog. Like I blogged about probably maybe 2 years ago when it first came out. But it was one of those the videos that I'm like I don't know what the hell that is. It was like a triangle shaped craft almost. It was weird. But just a lot of this stuff, it's misidentification. Like people want to believe so bad that, oh my god, it's a UFO. Well, yeah, you don't know what the hell it is.
There's so much stuff up there now.
Agreed,
It's so
yeah.
hard to identify.
And like I've even been
So many
fooled. Like
satellites.
a couple of Thanksgivings ago, I saw this orange light floating in the sky. I'm like, oh, it's a UFO. I better to report it. And they're like, no, that's a Chinese fire lantern. Go look it up. I'm like, I did. I'm like, oh fuck. And it turns out that people actually launch these basically it's a paper lantern
Yeah.
with a little like flame underneath it, and they launch them in the sky just during holidays for
yeah.
whatever reason, and it's just glowing orange or this orange light.
Yeah.
And like that it tricked me. I felt so stupid. But.
Saw that on Tangled tonight. I did.
A Disney movie Tangled.
Yeah,
All right, good.
they released the
All right,
lights.
thanks for listening to the after show.
Yeah. It's kind of like the afterbirth. Nobody really tuned on.
Telling you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on.
Thank you for having me on.
I don't know why people listen to our show.